to the Belle by Jessie Sewing Studio. I'm Jessie from Belle by Jessie, and I'm going to give you some of my favorite tips for the most efficient sewing space. Number one, your machine needs a permanent spot. Now, I have this wonderful industrial machine that is a whole piece of furniture by itself. You may not have that, and I fully understand that. But even if you have a portable tabletop machine that you can put anywhere, if you have this stored in a closet, on a shelf, under a table, you are not going to sew as often as you would like to. So pick a spot. Anywhere that you can manage it, pick a spot for your sewing machine and leave it there. I have had machines like that. I have had home machines, but that were built into a desk so that they were a piece of furniture. I've had my machine in my bedroom. I've had it in a guest bedroom. I've had it at the foot of the bed. I've had it inside of a closet. I've had it as an end table. I've had it in my sunroom. All of that I worked out and actually used when this was my side gig before I got a full sewing room. And the point is, if your machine is convenient and easy to get to, you will use it more. Now, we all end up with a little stack of projects that we kind of let pile up and don't get to regularly. That happens to the best of us, even if we have the perfect setup. But if that machine is hard to get to, there's no way you're going to pull it out and sew up that quick little rip or finish that project that really only needs 5 or 10 more minutes to be completely done. So pick a spot somewhere in your house where you can dedicate a small space for your portable machine or for your desk machine. I'll say this too. If you have a machine that is built into a desk that has a flip top that flips open, don't store stuff on top of it. I had that one time. It folded completely up, so it made a small table when it was totally folded up, but it opened up to a nice sized table when I was ready to use it, and I put a lamp on top of it. And guess how often I got it out? Not as often as I would like to. The other thing with that type of table is to make sure it's not going to bump something when you open it up. So you kind of do need to plan. You don't want to put it up next to the wall where you can't open it all the way up, or where there's another piece of furniture there that's going to hit it. So that's the number one thing. If your machine is easy to use, you will use it more. Second thing is power. I like to leave my machine plugged up at all times, so it is always ready to just turn on and start sewing. That's not always possible with a home machine. Sometimes as soon as you plug it in, the light automatically comes on and you can't leave it plugged up all the time. I get it, that's fine. You need to have it near an outlet that is convenient to use. So if you have to reach behind the couch to plug up your machine every time, you're not going to use it as often as you would like to. So you need to be convenient to a power source, or if possible, leave it plugged up so it's that much quicker and ready to use. Third thing is lighting. Now, the most luxurious option is to be near a window. And now that this is my full-time job and I have an actual sewing studio, I will arrange the entire space where my machine that I use the most often is near a window. That's the most important location to me. I have some sergers in the room also, but this is my straight stitch that I use all the time. It's my basic machine and I want it near a window. Now, we can't always do that. When I had my machine as an end table or at the foot of my bed, it obviously wasn't near a window. That's fine. You want lighting. If you can put a light near your sewing machine, that's great. If not, if all you have is the one overhead light in that room, switch to a daylight bulb if you're not already using it and see if that makes a difference. Having some good light makes sewing easier, even if you're younger than me and your eyes are a little bit better than mine. Last tip, have a chair that you can use that's convenient. Now, sometimes you can't leave it at the machine. I get that. But if you have to go into the dining room and drag a chair back to your room to be able to sew, you're not going to do it quite as often as you would like to. So if you can get a little stool that you can tuck up under and leave at the machine, that's perfect. If not, have a chair that's not covered in clothes that you can get to pretty easy to sew. My last little tip that works for me and may not work for you with the chair, I actually always leave mine pulled out the exact amount of space I want to sew. So I can come in, sit down, turn on my machine, and I am ready to sew. I never scoot it forward or back. I leave it like this so that is a little bit quicker. I can get to sewing. I hope that these tips helped. I will bring you some more efficient tips from my sewing room. In the meantime, let me know what you do to get yourself sewing as quickly, efficiently, and in the most fun way possible. I'm Jessie, and I look forward to spending time in the sewing room with you again soon.